Hi everyone. Sir had actually asked me to show you all how to integrate Lex with Teams channel using bot framework. So I'll just show you all how to do this. For implementing this, we first need to create a AWS Lex bot and then create a bot using Microsoft Bot Framework, and then we have to integrate it with MS Teams channel. So for that, first let's create a Lex bot. I guess you all know what is AWS Lex. It is a framework used to build chatbots, and it has all the same things like other chatbot frameworks, like the intent slots and everything. We'll just create a basic bot. We'll start with an example. Uh, in AWS, we have few templates which we can use to build bots, like make appointment, book trip, or order flowers. We'll use the book trip one. Let's give the bot name demo, and permissions. We'll just create a basic Amazon Lex permission rule. Children's online privacy and protection, no. Then we can select the language here. We have like different languages. We'll be using English, yes. And voice interaction also, you have like quite a few options which you can use. I'll be using the default one, and so this will create a basic bot to book a hotel. It will just create a bot with a template. We can modify it as per our requirements. So here we have like three intents in this bot. One is fallback intent, one is book hotel, and one is book car. We'll just be looking in the book hotel intent. So this is the book hotel intent, and this intent will be triggered if we enter these phrases. In this intent, we have like four slots, like the location, check-in date, nights, and room time. We'll just build it and see how the conversation goes. Yeah, so our bot is built. We'll just test it. Suppose we say book a hotel, then it will ask which city you'll be staying in. Let's say Paris. Then what day do you want to check in? I'll say tomorrow. Sorry, tomorrow's one. How many nights will you be staying? 2 nights. What time of room would you like? Yeah, so okay, I have you down for 2 nights stay in Paris starting from tomorrow, that is 29th. Shall I book the reservation? Yes. Okay, so this is like the basic conversation flow, how it will go. So now we have created our Lex bot. Next thing we need to do is create a bot using Microsoft Bot Framework, and we'll be doing that using Node.js, like JavaScript. So to create the bot using Bot Framework SDK, we need to install few dependencies and packages. So I'll just open a terminal, and I've created a directory called demo and move to that directory. So this step is done. Our next step is to make sure you have the latest versions of npm and Yeoman. We'll be using the Yeoman and Yeoman bot builder to build the bot. So we'll just install this. So our packages are installed. Let's see what is our next step. Next step is to install the Yeoman generator. We'll do that. So our Yeoman generator is also installed. After that, if we are using Windows, then we also need to install the Windows build tools, which I've already installed. So I'm just skipping this step. But if you are using Windows, then you need to install this, or else you'll be getting an error. Okay, so next step is to create the bot. To create the bot, you just need to enter this command, yo bot builder. Rest everything the human bot builder will do. Okay, so it is asking us what's the name of the bot. I'll say demo bot. What the bot will do. Just demo. What programming language do you want to use? We'll be using JavaScript. You have two options of JavaScript and TypeScript. We'll be using JavaScript. And here it asks us what template would you like to start with? We have three templates, like one is the empty bot, one is the core bot, and one is the echo bot. We'll be using the echo bot template. Looking good. Shall I go ahead and create a new bot? So yes, enter. So this will create a new bot here in my directory. Let's just wait. Okay, so your new bot is ready. I'll just open the directory in my VS Code. So here it is. In my demo folder, I have a demo bot. Here there are the files of the bot. This is the main file where the bot starts, and this is the bot.js, like the logic of the bot. In this, we have like on message. In this, it will just reply whenever you send any text message to the chatbot. It will reply with the echo message and the message which you send, like just the echo bot. And this is all members added. Whenever you start a conversation, it will send you a welcome text, hello and welcome. Okay, so before integrating this with Lex, we'll just test it out in emulator. To do that, we first need to run this bot. And to run the bot, we need to first install the node packages and using the command npm install. We'll do that here. Before that, we need to move to the folder where our bot is like created. That is our demo bot. So I'll just move to that folder. Now I'll install the packages. This will install all the required packages like which are required for the bot. So it is done. Now I can start the bot. To start the bot, I just need to give the command npm start. If we have like we need to like rectify this error, we need to update restify library, and command for that was here. It is done. Let's just restart and see. Okay, now our bot is running. We can test it out in the emulator. And to do that, we need to launch the bot framework emulator, then open the bot and enter this URL. Like our bot is running on localhost 39784. I will just copy this URL and open a bot in the emulator. Bot, and you can enter this URL here and connect. Okay, so you can see once like conversation is started, we are getting a welcome message. Hello and welcome. If we say anything, it will just echo back, echo hi. So our bot is like working properly. Now we need to like modify the code of the bot to connect with a Lex chatbot. To do that, we need to like modify the code here in our bot.js file. We need to like modify this function and create one more method. We'll be using the call Lex method, which is like already there in our AWS SDK, which is used to connect to the Lex bot. So before that, we need to install AWS SDK. We'll stop this bot and install our AWS SDK. Command for that is install AWS SDK client Lex runtime version 2. This will install the AWS SDK, which we'll be using to connect to the Lex bot. Okay, so our AWS SDK is installed. Now we can modify the code. Just to make it easier, I have already like written the code. I'll copy paste it here. Okay, so this is the code. Here we first import the library which we'll be using, that is AWS SDK client Lex version 2. Then here we have the AWS secrets. We need to specify the region in which our bot is running in AWS Lex, and these are the access key and access key ID. To access any service of the AWS from an external client or anything, we need to provide AWS access key and AWS access key ID just to like establish the connection. And here we have the on message. In this, whenever someone sends a message in the chat, we call the calllex method. And calllex method, we have defined it here, like we have used it here. This method takes the parameters, first the AWS region and the credentials. Credentials is the access key and access key ID. Then on the next thing, we have the params. These are the parameters which will be used to connect to the bot, like the bot ID, bot alias ID, and the language in which the bot is built. Session ID is the conversation ID to maintain the conversation, and text. This is the text. This is the text that will be sent in the chat. We take that text and send it to the bot. And here we have the try catch block, and this try block will be using the recognize text command to send the message to the Lex chatbot, and we'll be using here we have a variable response which will like save the response from the Lex chatbot. And here we have one more variable message which will extract the message from the Lex chatbot, and this will send the message in the chat. Suppose we encounter any error, it will show this message, or if we are not able to connect to the Lex, then it will show like, oops, something went wrong. So this is just the simple logic. Uh, and now we need to modify all these credentials, the bot, which we like created just now. I will go back to my Lex console and just go back to the bot details page. Here, this is the bot which we created, demo. And here we have the bot ID. I'll copy paste this. Here, bot ID. And then we need the bot alias ID. Right now, we have not created a new alias. We'll be using the test one itself. So here is the alias ID. Here. And the language which we created the bot in is English US, so it's already here. Then the next thing we need to change is the AWS region. We just verify whether this region and the region in which we created the bot is same. To do that, you can just go over here and see AP Northeast 1. Yeah, it is same. Then the next thing we need is access key ID and access secret key. These things you find in your profile, AWS profile. Just click on your profile, security credentials. It will redirect you to the identity access management console where you can create a new access key, or you can use the old one. You just create a new access key. To create a new access key, you can just click on create access key and it will create access key. So this is the access key ID. And this is secret access key. Let's just save this and restart our bot. Start. Okay, so bot is started. We'll just test it out in the emulator. Restart the conversation. So it was a hotel booking bot. So I'll just say book a hotel. So yeah, what city you'll be staying in? Yeah, checking date today. How many nights will be staying? One. What type of room? Okay. So like we had the conversation till here, so we were going good. Then after the conversation ended, we got a message that something went wrong. So this was it. We have integrated the Lex bot to with Microsoft Bot Framework. Now to integrate it with Teams channel, we just need to publish the bot and configure it to use it in the Teams channel. To do that, let's try doing that also. Okay, I don't have like access right now. So that's it. You can just publish the bot to the Azure Active Directory and we can uh, configure it to integrate it in the Teams channel and you can just test it there. So it will work. Basically, the main thing was to integrate Lex with Bot Framework, and which we did. Bot Framework can be easily integrated with MS Teams channel if we upload the bot to the Azure. You can directly configure it from there.